Governor Kay Ivey appointed a very vocal critic to act on her behalf and observe the parole board. The former board member, Bobby Longshore, tells Way 31 current guidelines let too many criminals back out on the streets. Way 31's Brecken Terry is live with this exclusive information and what's next in the process. Brecken.
Victims' families tell me this is a good move. Former parole board member Bobby Longshore will basically be Governor Kay Ivey's eyes and ears at the parole board. Denny Kimbrell knows the justice system all too well after his son was killed by a drunk driver in Lauderdale County. 4 times he went to the parole board asking to keep his son's killer in prison. Last year, he was paroled.
He served 17 years of a 25-year sentence, which was more than most do.
A Way 31 investigation uncovered flaws in the parole system after it let a violent and career criminal out. He's now charged with killing 3 people, but we also discovered a lot of violent inmates were coming up for early parole well before they should be.
It got out of hand, and we lost a lot of faith in who they was paroling and why and when they were doing it.
Kimbrell told me his faith in the parole board and state officials is somewhat improving after Kay Ivey sent this letter to Eddie Cook, the main person over the parole board, saying former parole board member Bobby Longshore will act on her behalf to, quote, seek improvements in this vital area of public safety, end quote.
I couldn't think of a better person in that position because he's well aware of the own ingoings of the parole board through the years. So I'm well pleased with the choice that she made.
Longshore quit the board in 2016 because he believed new laws made it too easy for inmates to get parole. Kimbrell believes Longshore is balanced, and having him in this unique position is a win for victims.
We have a lot of trust in his judgment, and he was always fair to us. And even sometime when the ruling didn't go our way, I think he was really fair.
I spoke at length with Bobby Longshore, and he tells me that his plan is to go in and observe the current workings of the parole board. Thursday, he will interview each parole board member separately to get their take on things. Live in Florence, Brecken Terry, Way 31 News.
Thank you, Brecken. Way 31 also learned there is an additional bill aiming to fix problems that we uncovered during our investigation into Jimmy Spencer's parole. Senate Bill 92 was read on the floor yesterday. It requires residential facilities to inform the governor's office and law enforcement within 12 hours if a parolee walks off. Right now, the law only applies to inmates.